Hey guys, this is Jam of JamOnline.ph, and today we got here the latest smartphone from Realme Philippines, the Realme 8i. So today we're gonna do a gaming review of this smartphone, but first let's talk about here the specifications or the hardware that matters when it comes to gaming. We got here a 6.6-inch Full HD Plus IPS display with a 120Hz refresh rate. We also got here a 5000 mAh of battery, and then there's the MediaTek Helio G96 processor, and the variant that we got comes with 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigs of internal storage. So basically, we do not have a virtual RAM on this one. If you want to have an additional virtual RAM, you could go for the 6 gigs variant with a 128 gigs of internal storage. But the good thing in here is that the smartphone is really affordable, as this one is priced at 9,990 pesos only. So what are we waiting for? Now check out our gaming review of this smartphone, the Realme 8i. But before we proceed to our video, let me share with you my experience with the Canon PIXMA G3010. So the printer is the one that I've been using for a while now, and I've been printing photos of my families and friends so that I can create and preserve the best moments and memories of my life. So with the Canon PIXMA G3010, it comes with print, scan, copy, and even Wi-Fi, so you can wirelessly print photos with your PC or your mobile device directly to the printer. This means that you can have a hassle-free printing with the Canon PIXMA G3010. This also means that every member of your family can print on the Canon PIXMA G3010 without the need for cables. And with its integrated ink tank system, you can easily see the remaining ink levels of your printer. This also means that you can easily refill the ink tank system of the Canon PIXMA G3010 that promises up to 7,000 pages for the ink tank system of the printer. With the prints that I got on the Canon PIXMA G3010, the documents are crisp and clear, and as for the photos, they did a pretty good job too, as I can print really good photos that I can frame at home and last up to 100 years. It also features borderless printing up to A4 size, so you can get the best photos at home. So, if you want to treasure your best family moments and memories that can last a lifetime, then you might want to take a look at the Canon PIXMA G3010. Now, back to our video. So right now we're running Mobile Legends. As you can see here, we got here the graphic settings, HD mode, everything, high graphic settings. And also, yeah, you can see in here that the game is pretty smooth, no problems at all. So let's see once we have a clash in the game. There we go. For the first blood, that is pretty smooth. That is pretty smooth, no problems at all. I don't see any problems with Mobile Legends. I mean, it's a very light and optimized game for most chipsets that are available in the market right now, so I doubt that we would have any problems running Mobile Legends. There we go. We've slain another enemy. So there we go. As you can see, we don't have any problems at all running Mobile Legends.
Victory is in sight. You shall take down the enemy.
There we go. We're about to finish the game already. And no problems at all running Mobile Legends. So the game is really smooth and pretty good for Mobile Legends. For our next game, it's Call of Duty Mobile. And yeah, I'm gonna show you the settings, the graphic settings right now. So we're running it at medium high. And those are the settings that we can add here in the game. But yeah, the game is pretty smooth, but don't expect it to run at 90 FPS. I mean, the game is capable of that, I believe, but we're stuck at 60 frames per second for this smartphone, as we got here an IPS display. But yeah, as you can see in here, the game is pretty smooth. There we go. We missed that one. But yeah, the game is pretty smooth with Call of Duty, so not much to see in here because the game is pretty smooth and without problems. As you can see right now, the game is still smooth. It's our second game and no problems at all. Pretty sure that the game is running at 60 frames per second because it's really smooth and there are no frame drops at all. The game is pretty smooth, just like the other games that we have tried earlier. There are no problems at all running Call of Duty Mobile, as this one is not so demanding. Now to the demanding part, we're now playing Battle Royale of Call of Duty, and let's see if we will still have an enjoyable experience when playing this game. There we go. So we're still on the lobby, but we're seeing here a pretty good frame rates as expected on the smartphone. I mean, Call of Duty is a well optimized mobile game, unlike other smartphone games, and I actually like playing Call of Duty Mobile. Doing the drop already over here, maybe over here at the estate. So let's see. Right now, as you can see, no frame drops at all, and it's really smooth on the Realme 8i. So that's something that I'm really happy with the smartphone. Let's see if we'll encounter some enemies over here. There we go. You can see that even on Battle Royale, Call of Duty Mobile is running really well. I mean, really well. Hopefully, we get to see some action over here. There we go. Someone is shooting at us. I'm not sure. There we go. Oh, too bad for him. He died. So far, we're not seeing any drop in frame rate. Even if there's a lot of enemies going on around, a lot of objects, a lot of there's a water. All right, so a lot of things going on in the game. So yeah, Call of Duty will run really well on the Realme 8i. What's that red in the? Oh, there we go. Enemy right there. We're about to finish the game. Just one more enemy.
Location exposed. Airdrop incoming.
Location exposed? Really? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So we are the winner right now, and yeah, basically no problems at all on Call of Duty Mobile, whether that's a battle royale or that's a simple deathmatch. So this is MIR 4. Actually, this is the first time that I'm playing this game, but a lot of you are requesting me to play this game, so I'm gonna show you yung ating gameplay experience with this smartphone. So let's see. So right now it's running pretty well. As you can see in here, it's not 60 FPS, but the smartphone is pretty smooth when it comes to playing this game. There we go. Now we see some drop in frame rates on that part, but right now we're still pretty happy with the performance of this one. This one is really playable right now. So we could do a wide or close up of the character. But right now you can see that the game is really playable. Now we're about to see it in action. You know, I'm gonna see it in combat. We're gonna do a close-up shot.
왜 이렇게 늦었어요? 하마터면 잡아먹힐
There we go.
뻔했잖아요.
내가 처리하기 빠져 있어.
There we go. So far, no lags. This one is pretty good when it comes to MIR 4. Alright. I don't see any frame drops at all right now. Maybe it's because of we're still in the early game of MIR 4, but right now we're still pretty happy with what we're getting on the smartphone.
역시 무공의 재능이 뛰어나네요.
So as you can see right now in the graphic settings, we're running the game at performance graphic settings, which I think is the best one for the game. I mean, this isn't the smoothest that we have seen. Basically, the smartphone, the game is pretty demanding for the smartphone. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. More action, but yeah, a lot of things happening in here. Another fighting. Oh, there we go. It's doing the auto questing already, auto battle. But yeah, there we go. You could see that the game is pretty smooth, no drops in frame rates. That is pretty ideal for a game like this. So if you're planning on playing MIR 4 on the Realme 8i, that won't be a problem, as you can see in here. There we go, a boss fight right now. Let's see. There you go. A lot of action going on in there, a lot of effects, but the game is still pretty smooth, no problems at all. There we go. See that? Slow-mo. But it's still pretty good.
하필 바보간에 떨어져. 들처럼 간다. 잡아라. 비천선 감옥에 무면기들이 왜 이리 많지?
Oh, thanks to the auto battle. But yeah, you can see in here that right now we got a lot of enemies. The game is pretty smooth with a lot of effects and all. No problems at all with the Realme 8i.
시간 지체되었어. 어서 가자.
감히 이천성 지하감옥에 참할 생각을 하다.
There we go.
나갈 생각을 마라.
Another boss fight.
곧 대사에게 오실 테니 그때까지 버텨야 해.
And I guess we'll just do the auto battle. But you can see right now, close up or wide, no problems at all with the Realme 8i. The game is running pretty well. I was actually surprised, despite the beautiful graphics of MIR 4, we are still able to run the game at a pretty smooth FPS over here. So for our next game, it's League of Legends Wild Rift. So as you can see in here, we're gonna run the game at custom settings, 60 frame rates, ultra graphics quality, no 90 FPS, but we're gonna set it up at the highest possible settings that we can run on Realme UI. There we go, post-processing, effects quality, graphics quality, and resolution at high. So let's see if we could play the game really well on the Realme 8i. So as you can see right now, the game is running at smooth 60 frames per second. And wow, look at that. The graphics is really nice. And we're gonna see if we're still gonna maintain that 60 frames per second later on.
Let's find some
Now
friends.
let's go mid again and let's see if we could beat them already.
Aw. Come play with me.
There we go. First blood, but of course this is training. But yeah, you could see that we're not having any problems running League of Legends Wild Rift, so no problems at all. And it's smooth at 60 frames per second. I haven't seen any drop on this one. There we go, even at that one. The game is still at smooth 60 frames per second. That is good. That is a good sign.
Where are we going?
Yeah, I'm Slink. There you go. That's not pretty bad. I'm not a League of Legends Wild Rift player, but yeah, this is a really nice game for MOBA fans. They would really love this one. It's one of the best MOBA games right now on smartphones. So yeah, as you can see, no problems at all running running League of Legends Wild Rift on the smartphone. Now time to proceed to our next game, which is the most demanding one, Genshin Impact. So we're running Genshin Impact right now, and as you can see in here, we've set it up at the lowest settings possible for the smartphone. I mean, it's a demanding game, so we need to set it up at the lowest settings possible. So as you can see right now, we're running the game with some frame drops, of course. It's expected already for its chipset. But of course, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna try to kill some enemies and let's see what would be the effect on the FPS on the smartphone. So right now, a lot of things going on in the background, but still the game is playable. But we can see some frame drops, as you can see, when we're moving the camera of the smartphone. But it's still playable for me, so no problems at all. The FPS drop isn't game breaking at all. It's still very responsive, and yeah, I bet I could even beat some bosses with this frame rates. So there we go. As you can see, the graphics is even smoother when there's a fewer objects going on in the background, fewer things to render. But let's see if we're gonna summon some enemies over there. Let's see what would be the effect to the frame rates and if it's still playable on the Realme 8i. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. I believe Sucrose is the most demanding character that I have, I mean, because of the effects and all. Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, wow. I missed that one.
As a good night show.
There we go. As you can see in our mob fight earlier, there are frame drops, yes, but it's still playable for me. For some people, they might not like that, but what we could expect, this is what we could expect on a chipset like the one that we have here on the Realme 8i. And the thing in here is that as long as the game is playable, I'm fine with this one. So in this part of the map, you could see that a lot of renders in the background, a lot of objects. So it's still pretty smooth. Surprisingly, I was expecting that it would be, it would have a terrible performance, but this one is actually pretty good. There we go. As you can see right now, we're pretty happy with the FPS that we're getting. It's smooth. It's very playable. No problems at all. Oh, there we go. No more enemies and all. But yeah, the game is pretty well. Depends on what you're expecting on a smartphone. But I could play Genshin Impact just fine on the Realme 8i. As you can see, a lot of renders in the background. But yeah, look at that. It's beautiful, and yet the FPS is still pretty good. Now let's see, and let's try beating some mobs over here. There we go, another one from Sucrose. And yeah, no frame drops at all. That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Wow, so many raw materials.
So yeah, I guess that's it for Genshin Impact. So you can see, Realme 8i does a pretty good job when it comes to that one. Now, time to our verdict for the games that we have tried earlier. So you have seen our gaming review of the Realme 8i. I know it's pretty amazing. So first, let's talk about Mobile Legends. Well, basically, Mobile Legends, it's a very light game, casual game, so it's smooth, no problems at all, despite all the clashes and also no problems with Mobile Legends. As for Call of Duty Mobile, we've seen that in both Battle Royale and also on Deathmatch mode, we didn't had any problems with the Realme 8i. The screen was responsive. It's still at 60 FPS, not more than that, but still I did like the performance that we got on both Battle Royale and on Deathmatch. I didn't see any dip when it comes to the performance of the Realme 8i. We've also tried League of Legends Wild Rift, a very popular MOBA game, one of the best looking or best MOBA game on smartphones right now, and the graphics was great. We've set it up at the highest settings possible, ultra settings, but we're only able to get up to 60 FPS. Not surprised. I mean, it's an IPS display, not an AMOLED display. And yeah, it was smooth, no problems at all, despite all the clashes. And the FPS was stable at 60 FPS, so it didn't drop below 50. I didn't even see it below 55. So that's a good sign that the Helio G96 processor was really powerful, and it's really optimized for League of Legends Wild Rift. As for MIR 4, one of the newest and popular games right now on smartphones and desktops. So MIR 4 was a demanding game. I mean, it's a beautiful game. I love the graphics, I love the effects, and the smartphone was capable of running the game at performance graphic settings. We need to set it up at the lowest settings possible to enjoy the game. I mean, I noticed that it isn't as smooth as I expected it to be, but it was quite good. I did like the performance that we got. I mean, it's smooth. I mean, it's consistent when it comes to the FPS, but it's not more than 30 FPS. But still, the game is playable, and I believe that you won't have any problems playing MIR 4. As for Genshin Impact, this is a very demanding game. Actually, probably the most demanding Android games right now on the Play Store. So the game was able to run on the Realme 8i. I've set it up at the lowest settings possible, and of course, I've set it up at max 30 FPS. And yes, I was able to play the game at 30 FPS, no problems. But I've noticed that there are a lot of frame drops when it comes to the battles and heavy scenes, you know, a lot of renderings and all. You'll notice that there are frame drops, but the game is still playable. For some people, I'm not sure, but I still did enjoy playing Genshin Impact. As for me, I still can play Genshin Impact on the Realme 8i, but for some other people, if they really want a smooth performance, well, it's really hard to find a smartphone below 10,000 pesos that can perform really well with Genshin Impact. So for me, I think Realme 8i still did a pretty good job when it comes to Genshin Impact. So I guess that's it for our gaming review of the Realme 8i. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to click that subscribe button along with that bell button to get notified of our latest videos here on my YouTube channel. So once again, I'm JamJamOnline.ph. Thank you for watching. See you guys again in my next video.